Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael. I will be your Dungeon Master for the evening. And before we get started tonight, I want to do a quick shout out to a couple of our sponsors and supporters, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp. Our moderators are already throwing in those quick links into chat, so if you go ahead and click on one of those quick links, you can check out all their merchandise and RPG related gear. And if you use the coupon code BONUS at checkout, you'll get 15% off of your order with Little Dragon Corp. So make sure you check them out. Also, yeah, we got the Dogs for Life link there, supporting Shannon and all her art that she's got on her art shop, so check that out. Some of it is D&D related from the channel, so she oh, you're pointing over to her? Oh, on the yeah, like
okay. Keeping over Hazel.
It's like, I was like, what, do I need to adjust my volume? What's going on here, Matthew? It's like
hand signal failed.
That's it. Hand signal failed. Well, we're glad to have you joining us tonight. We are down one Hazel this evening because she is currently out of town. So I've got a cheat sheet, and we're going to run her on RP Light this evening, as she unwisely has left this party to make all these decisions without her.
I'm pretty sure we're going to find a lot of doors. There's no one to tell us not to open them.
So many doors.
So there will be so many doors open tonight. I have a feeling that
every single one of them at least twice. Open it once, and then you're gonna close it.
Just to make sure.
Just up. These hinges need some WD-40. Every door in the dungeon is unsafe this evening.
Yeah, I actually packed extra pittons to use as door stops, so we can just leave them open.
Some nice door props. There you go. Well, we're going to dive in. Our party has left off. I'm going to take us over to the map so you guys can see what's going on. They were led to a secret entrance by Riffle, one of the Blue Fire Wardens. You guys are here at the vault, the Three Moons vault, and you just destroyed two moon-esque metallic constructs that were guarding this entrance by using a little bit of a clever method.
It wasn't intentionally clever. We just happened to do it that way,
and it worked out.
We all admitted it after the show. We were like, well.
there was a magical trap on this door, but they opened it from the opposite side, which didn't trigger the trap. So they were able to outsmart the magical trap without even knowing it was there. So that was good. Good for the party.
100% planned. Yeah.
You guys have destroyed the Guardians. You stand outside with a door open to this entrance. What do you do now?
I believe you had mentioned there was some stuff on a statue up this way.
Indeed.
Oh, yes, there was some lovely black armor I was going to show you.
Yeah, you guys did kind of explore. Well, Forrest and Orcon were the ones, I believe, inside exploring a little bit.
Yeah.
The rest of you can kind of move your tokens to follow the group if you choose. Or you could choose to just depart and explore the rest of Kryn.
Be careful, because I'll start throwing out locations, and you'll have to think on the fly.
Nope. I'd be making them up. Excellent. Yeah, so just to review what you guys saw in here so the rest of the party understands too. There's a stone statue of an elegant elf in flowing robes that watches over the chamber. That's that big star at the top. That's where that is located. There was an inscription, I believe Forrest was able to read in Elvish, that said, it is not surrender, live to fight again another day. So that was the Elvish inscription at the base of the statue. Also, there's a weapon rack on the side of the room that contained a black steel longsword. and a steel shield that's bearing a stylized floral emblem of, well, I would say the Order of the Rose, because I think I said it last time. So it definitely looks like a rose that's like combined with thorny briars that kind of go around it. Interesting looking piece. And there's an armor stand beside the weapon rack that bears a black breastplate. And there's a small wooden chest that's sitting next to this armor stand. There also is a hallway that leads to your left as you guys walk in.
Would you say that this statue is somebody of significance that a religion check or something might?
As you're looking at it, it just kind of looks kind of vague. It doesn't appear to be maybe a specific image of a specific individual. Maybe just an artist's representation of just the elvish kind or being. A religion check really isn't going to give you any information.
Orkon's going to pick up the black longsword out of the weapon rack and start pretending to be Forrest. Just like walking around the room.
One thing you do notice when you pick this thing up and you start like flinging it around, you catch like the reflection of some of the light from outside, like on this thing. Kind of like almost like a tribal-esque design etched into the blade is like those floral designs, but they're kind of tribal and has the thorns and the stems of these roses kind of like overlap and to do some interesting things all the way up to the top of the blade. Pretty cool.
It's exceptionally well made, if nothing else. We might as well bring it with us.
Selena wants to go look at the breastplate. Inspect that. She's been meaning to upgrade her armor.
Yeah, it's a black breastplate. As you get closer to it, you can see it's kind of like a black on black-esque look. When you look at it, there's like a matte rose on the front of it. It's pretty nice.
What am I looking at here on the left and right of the hallway ahead of me? Is it open?
Yeah, just kind of keeps on going back about 25 more feet, and then it looks like it veers to the south.
No, I mean the walls. It looks like the walls are missing here. Is it a hallway that I'm about to walk up to?
I think what that means is it means that the hallway is a lot longer than, because there's on the GM, it's about 100 feet, so there's like a lot of hallway there.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. So
they're trying to just artist represented. They were trying to squash the map a little bit, so that way it wouldn't be so overbearing on the module.
Yeah, no need to just have 20 straight tiles in a line.
Right.
So I guess we just
how do
hum
you
the
know there could be
proclaimers
traps in every other 5 feet? I'm sorry, David. Go ahead.
hum the proclaimers and walk the 500 feet. I mean miles.
Yeah.
I mean, before he does that, I am going to take a look inside the... You said there was a chest next to the armor?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you open up the chest, and inside you find a potion bottle. Inside. It looks like it has a crimson liquid inside of it.
Not sure what that is, but I'll, tuck it into my belt.
Okay. When you pick it up, you notice that it pulses a little bit with a dull light inside of it. Kind of reminds you of a heartbeat.
Yeah, it certainly seems magical.
As we're looking around, actually, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Sure. As you detect magic here, the sword in your hands glows with transmutation magic.
Oh, okay.
The potion bottle that I believe Forrest just had kind of out as you were casting this, it would be... It's definitely magical. I'm gonna need to look at the list of magic, see what best fits. Don't remember where that was. It must be in the player's handbook. Under
Yeah, the spells are in the player's handbook.
Would it be under spells? Chapter 7? There's like a here's what it is. Abjuration magic is what you're getting from the potion bottle.
So definitely let Forrest know that as he goes to pocket it.
Yeah, we'll take a closer look at it when we get back. Or if we get a spare minute.
None of the other things seem to be radiating anything magical.
Okay.
Still well-made pieces of armor and equipment, but no magical enhancements.
Does anybody want a breastplate or shield? Of no use to me.
I mean, they look quite nice, but not quite as effective as what I've got.
I can hold on to it. We might need it later if something of ours gets damaged.
Listen, the shield has that lovely flower on it, same as the sword. Seems you may have been a matching set.
Quite likely. All three of them, I would imagine.
Odd, as you get to the end of that hallway there, it's strange. It veers to the south, and then it kind of ends into a wall about 10 feet from you. But you can see on that wall there is this strange, like, perfect circle kind of carving, about 4 feet in diameter. And there's all these, like, runes on the edge of the circle that seem to be very dimly glowing with this faint blue light.
Touch one.
You touch one?
Touch one.
Okay. You touch it, and the blue light seems to glow a little bit brighter as your finger is, like, placed upon the rune.
Real quick, Michael, do you want to give me control of Hazel's token so I can move it along with us?
I would, but it's saying that it's controlled by character settings. So it's actually attached to her character sheet. So, wonder if I can give you access to her character sheet. Yeah, I can do this.
This thing would make it easier for you.
Yeah, that would be fun. Here, I'm going to give you... It should let you move it if I do this. Let me save it. See if you're able to move that character. Okay, got it.
And you said how many of these rune things are on the store?
I would say about 20, 25-ish that go around it.
25 different runes. And they only light up... Only one lights up when I touch it, or they all light up when I touch it?
Just the one that you touched lights up.
And if he takes his hand off, does it go back to being dim?
Goes back to being dim. Make a perception check for me, Odd.
Great. It's a circle.
Or is
Orcon, this is definitely has magic about this wall here. Mm-hmm.
Can I tell what sort of magic?
Let me see. I guess it would be transmutation magic.
Oh,
That
I
would
would
be
be
the best.
careful, dear boy. That appears to have magic to it. Transmutation.
That could just be
Figured
the
it was
Or-
magic when it.
Or
Figured it was magic when it lit up.
I mean, it could be a balance between probably transmutation or conjuration. When I look at the
lovely.
list, it's probably a blend.
And is there any sort of symbols?
Or maybe
anything
even a little bit of
that you learned?
illusion too. So transmutation, conjuration, illusion.
Okay.
You're getting all those kinds of vibes there, Orcon.
And can I make it some sort of check to see? I'm assuming it looks just like the rest of the stone walls in here, right?
It does, yes.
Can I make a check where I'm seeing illusion magic and sense these? Can I somehow check to see if it is legitimately stone?
Sure.
What sort would you like? Intimidation?
You intimidating
You're
the
wrong.
wall? So you're trying to see an illusion or determine whether this is the wall.
Or more to determine what's the wall made of.
Let's just go.
You know what I
with
mean?
a-
It's like maybe it's illusion, maybe it's rock. Maybe it's.
Well, I
a
mean, you don't
door.
really even have to make a check to see that it definitely feels like and seems like the same kind of stone that is all around.
Okay.
But go ahead and make a perception check as well as you're kind of inspecting this next to Odd, as Odd's still like pondering these runes. there in
I
front.
guess you didn't hear my question. Was there like symbols or something distinguishing the different runes?
There are some. Unfortunately, your check wasn't high enough to pick it up. Orcon, as you're kind of looking over, helping Odd with this, you do notice that there are a couple of runes, well, one in particular, that repeats. There is a rune that looks like a rose that repeats 3 times. It's kind of like it makes like a triangle type shape around the circle. There's like a rose here, then immediately down in the center there's another rose. It was hard for Odd to see it at first because there was the one rose kind of to the bottom. The engraving looks a little bit worn, so it wasn't kind of like a perfect match until you guys kind of brushed some of it, dirt or whatever, away from it, and you can see that that rune is much like those other 2. The other ones are all kind of very different, but these are the 3 that kind of match.
I'm just leaning down, Dot. Do you think something will happen if you press all 3 of those?
Couldn't hurt to try.
And then step backwards away from Odd.
All right. I'll summon Mage Hand and push all 3 at the same time.
Okay. So, with kind of running your fingers, as soon as you get close to them, you kind of put your fingers on those 3. They end up illuminating with this bright blue as your mage hand helps you to press upon the 3rd one. That circle begins to just completely fade out of existence, revealing another hallway that continues beyond.
No, it's just hiding the door.
Oh, Odd found the door.
Oh, all the doors.
Oh, and then he slams it and opens it and slams it and opens it. Hey, that door doesn't work this way. That one doesn't count.
I'm trying to grab my character, but like, I don't know.
Character's
Force
stuck
is-
in it.
yeah, my character's
Is that
stuck in
better?
the door.
Oh, you're stuck in the door? There you go. I'll move you back so
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
grab
there
it.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Now you should
There
be able
we
to.
go.
There you go. Now you go. And now it looks like the hallway kind of continues as you guys continue to move through
Peek.
this hall.
Mm.
And now, Odd, as you get to the front here, or as you're taking the front, you look like there's a much larger hallway that seems to open up, and you can either go to the east or west upon getting to this hallway.
What is this on the ground here?
Is that on the ground there? Let me see.
Algae and mold.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, it's probably just mold or some algae or something like that lying there. in that floor. Everybody make a perception check for me as you guys come out into this hallway.
Fantastic.
I used all my eyes trying to find out if that was a rock wall and found a rose.
Oh, these rolls aren't very good.
No, they're not. Oh, wait, someone roll for
What
Hazel.
about Hazel?
Oh yeah, we got to roll for Hazel.
Hold on.
Let's see. I got her.
Oh, you got a sheet. Well, if you want to use what I just rolled for.
We'll take your
I
nat
think she's
20.
got like a +10 or something, too.
Perception
+5.
is a +5. Yeah, with your bonus. Oh no, it's not a skill check. It's only a saving throws. Yeah, so 25. Hazel kind of stops and kind of looks at everybody and shushes everybody. And she points in this direction as if she can like hear something. And she whispers to you guys, "It sounds like there's something in that hallway."
Oh, do we go check it out then? I mean,
Yeah, I'll
we
go
haven't
take a
exactly
look.
been being quiet.
Sneak. Oh, I see something.
Are you being sneaky?
Oh,
No, boy.
right, it's not going to go well.
You guys can make stealth checks if you'd like to be sneaky.
Oh boy.
You know what? Sure.
Here we
Why not?
go. Yep, that sounds right.
Oh Jesus.
Whoa! Whoa! Would you like to do a reroll?
Not going to matter. I have a +1 with disadvantage because I'm wearing plate armor.
No. Not good.
Orgon's looking over his shoulder. Selena, perhaps they won't notice us.
Yeah, Orgon with that natural 20, and then the person standing right beside you gets the nat 1.
Yeah, I take one step, clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, some probably his weapon sheathed or his shield or something scrapes against the wall and makes this terrible noise. Maybe he's shooting a few sparks or something off of it as he.
You gotta remember, I've had a sun sword for a little while now that doesn't have a physical blade. This new one does.
Then
Problem.
perhaps you should go back to it.
But at that
Selena's
point,
She was gonna activate her sword.
Oh, you're
after
gonna activate
hearing
your
the-
sword after hearing that? Okay. You guys do hear this
Hearing all the
strange,
magic in the
wispy, kind of ghastly kind of sound come from that hallway. It goes as you start to hear things in that hallway that seem to be alerted to your presence. And then you also hear this sound. It's like a horn, and it goes like a billowing noise that seems to start to echo in these hallways. I need you guys to go ahead and select your tokens, and we're going to go ahead and roll initiative, because there's some folks that are on their way to you.
Oh joy.
Hazel's character sheet set up right. So if I click initiative, it should put her properly.
If you click the token and click initiative in the top left-hand corner, it
Yeah.
should roll appropriately. Yes.
Rolled her a 6. Great.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let me do this. Just do this, and I'm just going to group and knit those guys too.
So you're adding quite a few things in here, it looks like.
Unfortunately,
I'm just looking at the list here.
unfortunately, that natural one is not going to be beneficial
No, I can't imagine it will be.
in this instance. I hope you got your combat shoes on tonight, folks.
We're in a tight space. If they're all coming from the same direction, I've got a plan.
Squirrels, how about you?
Get squirrels, here you go, get ready. Okay, so I'm gonna change our music, as it seems this place has been alerted. Let's see. Ooh, I like this. Maybe it's a combat song? I don't know. Nope. Doesn't appear to be. Oh, I like that.
That kicked off nice.
I like that timpani on there. That dunk dunk dunk.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was certainly a start.
All right, hey Forrest, you still rolled the highest initiative. And I believe didn't you have like an additional amount added to it?
I already added to it. It's all
Perfect, excellent. So you are the first to go after you hear this terrible noise, this ghastly noise, and then this horn sound. What would you like to do?
I take just a couple steps forward so I can see every. Oh, there's a few of them over here. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few wraithy kind of things moving about the hall, looking directly in your direction.
Well,
Not good.
let me double check one thing. How long can I make? "60 feet long? That's quite long. Okay. So. Gonna cast Wall of Fire.
Oh no.
It's gonna start down here at this one I can just barely see, not Wraith number 2, the guy behind him.
Sure, wraith number 1, you got it.
Yeah, I can't see his name, so I wasn't sure.
Sure.
And it should go to about 4 spaces north of Wraith number 3 there.
Okay.
It
you
should
go
be
ahead.
right like here to here-ish.
Okay. Oh, perfect. You drew it on there. That's what I was gonna do. Awesome. Yeah. So there's a wall.
And the
of
fire will be pointing away from us into that hallway.
You got it. Excellent. So they need to make saving throws, I believe.
Yes, let me put it in there.
A very crooked wall.
Yeah, you know.
All right. So these are.
It gets the job done, damn it.
Oh,
Fire goes
why
every
not-
which way.
Why don't I have quick buttons for these guys? Oh, sad. I forgot to check and make sure I had everything set for those. Oh, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Dexterity saving throws. Here we go. Here's the first. Only a 6. Second,
Fail.
15.
Still fails.
Third, a 20 for the third.
That'll succeed, yes.
And the last one is going to fail as well. So the one farthest to the north fails. So the only one to succeed was this one right next to you.
Okay, well,
So it's
after
31
see, so,
damage, or
only one of them takes the extra 5 damage because that's the it's a once per turn effect.
and that's
So let's say Wraith number 1 takes the extra 5 damage, and the others would take 26.
Wraith number 1 takes the extra 5. Got it. And failed, so it takes. Well, you find out that as you're burning them up, the fire doesn't seem to do as much as you would hope. You can definitely tell that they are resistant to your fire magic.
I mean, they are ghosts, so that's not
Yeah. So that's 13 damage to this one. 13 to this one. Wraith 3 succeeded. So
So it takes like
actually
what, like
took
6?
6 points of damage. Yep. And then this one up here takes 13 as well.
And I will take a step back away from my own wall so that they have to come through it to get to us.
Now the hallway is brightly illuminated with a wall of fire.
If they're coming for us, I ain't making it easy.
And that will bring us to Wraith number 2, which is going to just charge this way. Is it the start of their turn they take the damage, or is it the end of the turn, or if they go through it?
Let me check. Going through it, they definitely take it.
Yeah, he's going to go through it.
Unless he's already in it, though.
No, this one's
I
not in
think.
it. He was on the damaging side, so I didn't know if it was like start of turn damage or end of turn damage if they end their turn within on the damaging side. I couldn't remember.
So it says ends the turn or passes through it. Yeah.
Ends turn. Okay, so it is definitely going to pass through it.
And when it appears, obviously, but yeah.
So it is definitely going to have to make the save as it passes through. So I'm going to do another dexterity saving throw on its way through, and it succeeds. So it's going to take...
It'll be another 68.
Yep, you can roll that out.
So 29 to that one.
29 on that one. Okay, so it takes the 5 radiant.
Oh, no, it's the same type of damage. It's not fire. Oh, no, it is fire, rather.
Well, that would be the wall of fire damage, right?
Yeah.
And the Radiant Soul still kicks off on this one?
Fire or radiant, it can increase either damage type. But it uses the same damage type as the trigger.
Oh, same damage type. Okay, so 29 fire. So it's half that. So we're looking at 15. And then half again because it's resistant.
A whopping like 7.
7 damage, yep. Just a whopping 7. As this wraith just seems to burst through the fire, screeching towards you guys as it approaches. Forrest is going to go ahead and try to attack you. It's going to make a...
What, just because I made a giant wall of fire?
Absolutely. It's going to try to life drain you on its attack. Only 11, so it misses you completely as it tries to just claw and scrape at you. You guys can see that these wraiths, they look kind of like ghostly soldiers without legs that are kind of like hovering. Their eyes are beaming red, and each of them seems to have this strange, like rigid armor. And they look like they have this like goat horn like attached to their waist. That was probably the sound that you heard whenever they were alerted of your presence. This wraith up top seems to disappear.
We got a Game Master reroll and a D10 in chat redeemed.
Oh, thank you, chat. Game Master reroll and a D10. You got it all. Add those right now. After that, man, we got a lot of guys going. Sorry, guys. Got a lot of people rolling.
Moo with a Minotaur.
And a D12 coming your way, guys. Look at that. Nikki Rain is showing you guys some love. That's right. Minotaur skeleton 4. Alerted. Double check my character sheet of speed. Oh, they're pretty fast.
I still take them a turn or two to get here, I imagine.
Oh yeah. You can hear footsteps coming.
Oh no.
He can get to about right there on his full turn. That brings us to number 3, who does the same thing. And 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gets right to the end of that hole. Selena, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Selena would like to, I guess, wedge herself between everybody.
Okay.
And take an attack at wraith number 2.
Okay. Selena charging up. Short sword illuminated in fire.
If I click the right button. 27 to hit.
27 does hit.
So it'll take 9 piercing, and then I'm assuming half damage for the fire? Or
yes,
no
and
damage?
it also takes half damage from your piercing damage as well. So everything for you is halved on that turn.
Dang it.
Does hit it. Does make some kind of impact. But just some doesn't affect it as well as it is done on other enemies.
She's gonna keep at it with her flame sword.
Okay, you got advantage on this roll. Mm-hmm.
So if I click the right button. 23.
Yes, that hits. Again, swiping back and forth. 20 damage. So 10 is dealt.
And then she's gonna switch up the next attack and use her rapier.
Okay, got rapier in the opposite hand.
21 to hit,
21 does hit.
so 4 damage.
Yep, that one's gonna deal 4.
I thought it was a different type of damage. I wouldn't have switched. It's okay.
You're all good. Selena rushes up, carves into the wraith. The wraith screeches out, hissing towards all of you, bringing us to Orcon's turn.
Okay, well, they seem to have that thing pretty much in hand, and I can't
Yes, it's
go...
definitely looks pretty bad, trying to hold itself together. Mm-hmm.
And I can't get over here to see what else is going on, so I'm going to go the opposite way.
Okay.
10, 20, 25. Okay, do I see or do I hear anything down here?
You can hear what sounds like the clattering of bones, swords, pieces of wood. You can hear some moaning sounds
Okay.
coming from down that hallway. It sounds like a crowded cafeteria.
Okay.
Sounds like quite the mob.
Let me just make sure I don't need to see a person for this. I do not. So as I'm looking down the hallway, I can see there are 2 doorways, one here and one here.
Well, yeah, there's an opening this to the
Oh yeah,
right.
2 pathways.
Opening, and then at the end of the hall, it looks like it turns, and then there's a door right here that you can see. So there are 3.
Okay, and can I tell like how close the sound is? Would I know whether it's...
It's just echoing off of the hallway in front of you. Whatever it is definitely alerted to your presence.
Yeah, so it's not Nadu's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna cast, make sure I'm blocking the other way down to us. And this, let's see. So I'm gonna go right north of that lower hallway
Okay.
and cast Storm of Radiance.
Oh my, 5th level spell. 120 feet, a 10-foot cylinder. You unleash a storm of flashing light and raging thunder in a 10-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point where you can see within range. They can't count spells. Each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, so that's 10-foot radius, so that's a
Yeah, so it's gonna be a 20-foot circle. I'll draw something and put it over there. I just gotta...
Yeah, if you can sketch it out the way where exactly you want to put it, you might affect some folks.
So, give me one. I'm actually just running back out so I have a little space so I can actually draw it.
Oh, sure. Well, if you draw it, I can move it into position if you need me to.
Oh, well, maybe. I'm not sure. Let me see. There's our radius.
I can grab it if you want me to. I'll just grab it and move it
I
for
got
you.
it.
Oh,
Oh.
I got it. And you said
Okay,
right
so hold
past
on, I
the
gotta get myself
hallway.
So it's going to go basically right, center it right there.
Right there, you got it. That's where I put it.
That way it's blocking anybody who's coming from the low side. Can I see? I know I can see the icon, but can I see the doorway here? I know I can tell it turns at the end, but
You would be able to see that door is there, but now there's a massive zone of storm of radiant light just flashing everywhere down here now, so it'd be hard to see. But you said if they each creature when the storm appears, so I got 2 creatures in there that are making Constitution saving throws.
Yep, so it's when it appears, when they enter it for the first time, or when they end their turn there.
There is one, so it takes all 20 points of damage?
Yep.
All right.
If it fails.
It failed, and you hear some bones crumble to the floor.
Well, it's, as you can see, it's 15 radiant, 5 thunder.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's immune or resistant to anything.
Not that one in particular.
Okay.
Here's another one that's going to do a Constitution saving throw. That's only a 6. So 15 radiant, 15 thunder, or no, 5 thunder. Radiant. Interesting.
Then we're going to look back through. It seems to have more coming from this way as well. I've taken a page from Forest and put a storm up.
Yeah, we should limit the ways they can approach us for sure.
Then I'm just going to back into the corner with my last 5 feet of movement.
You got it. Minotaur Skeleton 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Sees the fire. How smart are Minotaur skeletons? Let's see.
Wild guess, I'm going to say not particularly.
6. I don't think they would care too much about this fire, and is going to charge. Gonna get to about here, as now you guys can see a looming massive figure over the wraith in the fire wall starts to appear. This massive double horn creature with just all skeletal form, carrying this massive club, but is going to have to make a saving throw here.
Yep.
Dexterity. Gonna fail. It's gonna take some fire damage.
40 fire damage.
40 fire damage. Ouch. That hurts really bad. And already this thing is erupted with fire and starting to melt away in parts. Doesn't look very good. Odd. That brings us up to you.
I'm gonna cast Mirror Image and
Oh, Mirror Image. So now a crowded hallway has gotten more crowded as more odds appear.
and bonus action. Let me see what I got here.
Mirror Image.
Bonus action, I'll hide.
Okay. What exactly in this hallway are you? How are you hiding?
I'm trying to scoop myself away from the fire and hide more in the shadows.
Okay.
Oh, that's a sleight of hand. Wrong one. There we go.
You gonna pick Orcon's pocket while you're at it?
That'll do it.
All right.
There goes my focus.
Excellent. Wraith number 1 starts its turn in the fire, is going to just kind of ignore that fact and can get through the fire here towards Forest, but we'll have to make that Constitution saving throw. Fails. Or yeah, excuse me, Dexterity. Still gonna fail.
Yeah. Only 29 this time.
29.
That'll be 14 more.
14 more damage. Well, minus because it's halved again because they're resistant. So it'd be.
You said it failed.
Oh, yeah, it did fail. Yeah, so it'd take the 14. Yep. And it's going to try to life drain Forest with its action. A 24 to hit.
I'm going to cast Shield.
Shield, okay. With that, the reflective arcane energy sprouts up in front of Forest, preventing the creature from clawing across your face.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Forest knows these kind of creatures. Don't ever want to let them touch you ever under any circumstances.
Don't want them to touch you. Nope. No touchy. Minotaur Skeleton 2 charges. 40, 5, 10. Can get around the corner here, and you guys can hear the footsteps of another charging massive skeleton. Wraith 3 is going to move towards you guys as well. Actually is going to move the other way. Because it can't go anywhere over there. Now something starts moving to the north. Something very dumb. So it's going to come up here, and what happens when it sees that light, Orcon?
So basically just make the same saving throw. So it's while in the area, they are blinded and deafened. They can't cast spells with a verbal component.
Won't matter much for these guys.
Make the save when it enters the spell's area for the first time or ends its turn there.
Okay. 16 save.
Okay, so that is going to fail. And, even 20.
Even 20 points
10
of
radiant,
damage.
10 thunder.
So
I rolled the same thing, a 9 and a 1 for both of them.
What you can see, Orcon, as you're looking at this, there is a massive creature and a zombie-looking ogre that is just squeezing itself uncomfortably through this small tunnel. It looks like it can't even like move its arms. It's just like sliding sideways, and it's just trying to make its way down towards your direction. It's gonna use its
it's repulsive
action to move. Again, it can only move half of its movement in here, so I can only get to here. And
you've got your knockaway blast. Just send them back into the storm.
And I'm gonna make another one because there's another one coming. A 21. Does that succeed? I believe it does.
That'll succeed.
So
I can't remember what happens when you succeed.
Probably half.
Probably half.
Makes a save on, or half as much on a successful, yeah. But they are still blinded and deafened while in it, so.
Gotcha. Did you want to re-roll damage?
I didn't. Oh no, that was a.
That was the previous one.
Yep.
Sure, why not? Can't do much worse than a 9 and a 1.
Sure you can.
Hey, 15 and 16.
15
so
and 16. Wow, that's a good one. 31 halved. 15 damage. Got it. All right. That brings us to Hazel. What would Hazel do, guys?
Girls.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Given that we know that there's at least 3 bad guys coming from the wall of fire, my first thought would be she'd step up behind Selena and probably cast the squirrels.
Well, the squirrels was still cast. It still had probably like 2 minutes on it. So is it last?
Did she cast it in the Moonlight Guardian fight?
She did.
Oh, well, then yeah.
That was her first note to me, is she still had squirrels for 10 minutes. So I would say it still has about 2. She isn't gonna be. She'll be able to get those 2 wraiths with the squirrels.
Right, and that, like, my thought is she'd step up and help out how she can from the distance.
Sure.
As those wraiths go down, you can see something big's coming in.
Well, if they go down, they gotta take the damage first.
Right.
Looks like we've got a squirrels are taking, I think it's a wisdom save. Yes, 18 wisdom save. So let's see how the wraiths do with the squirrels here. Wisdom saving throws. Here's the first one. A 14 is going to fail, and the second one to the north is going to wisdom save 10. They both fail. 5d8 force damage. 5d8 number 1. 14 on the first one. 22 on the second. They don't seem to like force damage very much, as the squirrels are doing a number on these wraiths.
They're so relieved that they can actually hit these ones.
That's right. They're just diving on top of them. These wraiths look in pretty bad shape. There's poison spray. There's starry wisp she could do for her action.
I feel like she'd have to use radiant damage against ghosts.
Starry wisp radiant damage.
I think so.
Spells, let's see. Yes, it is radiant. So 60 feet, maybe going towards one of the wraiths.
Sure, hit the one right in front of Selena.
Right in front of Selena, got it. Standing over her head, she's going to go ahead and starry wisp. This is probably most definitely going to hit. Yeah, natural 20. For a 30. I'm not even going to roll damage for this, because that would be 12.
68 plus 5.
It would be, yeah, 12d8 plus 5. Or no. Why is it? Okay, maybe it... Why is it set at 68 plus 5?
Oh, because if you're doing it on D&D Beyond, it automatically does it when you roll a 20.
Okay, crit.
Assessment
Yeah, okay.
for a crit.
Gotcha. So 33 points of damage. This wraith just disappears out of existence. And it's gone. Hazel, stay put.
What does everyone else think?
Either stays put or goes to the other corner to block that side. But she does tend to prioritize Selena a lot, so she probably stays over here.
She could move over there and have the squirrels jump on the creatures squeezing through. That's another possibility. Or move in front of Selena, triggering the squirrels to jump on the Minotaur skeleton.
Yeah, but then she's going to be the one taking the hits, too.
She's in the front, yep. And blocking Selena from being able to get out there.
Yeah.
Yep. Good point. I think she'll stay put. Now the massive army north of you just starts moving. I don't know how I'm going to contribute. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to make like some simple group rolls for this so it doesn't take forever.
Okay.
So let's just go ahead and make a saving throw for this, and I will see how many of them are going to be able to withstand this spell. So skeletons fail. So go ahead and roll your damage for this spell up here, and I will see how many skeletons are actually affected by this.
Not great. 25 in total, 7 radiant, 18 thunder.
18 thunder. So this skeleton falls to a pile of bones. This skeleton falls to a pile of bones. This skeleton is going to fall to a pile of bones. This skeleton falls to a pile of bones. This skeleton falls to a pile of bones. This skeleton, this skeleton, this skeleton, this skeleton, this skeleton.
I think that storm may have been wildly effective.
This skeleton as well.
Oh my god.
This
Sounds
skeleton
like a
as well.
skeleton.
Well, it may only have a round left because I may get punched in the jaw in a minute.
These two survive. And now I'm going to make one more Constitution saving throw. This is going to be, oh man, this one's not set up with the quick buttons either. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. An 11, that's going to fail. Go ahead and roll your damage again there for this one. This will be against the zombie horde that's trying to make its way out of this room as well.
If they don't all die, just make sure you don't delete Z1 or you'll lose your initiative.
You got it, yep.
Why are you not? Ooh, that's even worse. 13.
13
But 11
damage.
radiant, 2 thunder.
Got it.
Double ones.
You may be seeing a swarm of zombies start coming down that hallway.
So you said 13 damage.
13, 11 of it's radiant,
Yep.
2 is thunder.
And there is a zombie that's making its way, stumbling, like bumping into the wall and stuff as it's kind of squeezing through this only chamber that it can get to. Another one comes through as well. They all look in terrible shape as they're busting through this spell that you have. Here's another one. Unfortunately, it's not going to make it out of this spell. What happens if it ends its turn there?
It's only once per turn.
Right.
So if it's like if it starts its turn and can't move and is stuck there, it would do it at the end of its turn.
Yeah, they're just swarming here. Let me double check and make sure that I've got this up. Oh, I've got so many character sheets open on here. It's got 20. He gets to there, so he's not going to take any damage. These guys just moving forward, and they're kind of just a huge mob. You can hear them just like starting to just pour into that hallway down there. But this spell you put in there seems to be pretty effective. Bringing us to Forest.
Until Oz gets me.
Forest, you're up.
I still got my wall of fire going, so I'm just going to take my attacks at the Wraith right in front of me.
You got it.
That's a crit.
That's going to hit.
So that's 40 radiant damage.
40 total radiant damage, and with a flash of radiant energy, that Wraith is gone.
And I will step forward and attack the skeleton that's, I assume it's kind of like poking through the fire.
Yeah, that's right. That's an epic thing right there. Stabbing it through the wall of fire. 32, yes.
Because the sword crits on a 19, that is also a crit.
That is a crit. You can probably roll on that crit above.
Yeah, that's the easiest way, I think.
And it might do the same thing.
Yeah, that one's 42.
42 radiant damage.
Yep, I'm going to keep everything to radiant for this combat.
You just lop that Minotaur's head completely off, and it lands in the wall of fire, and the fire just like erupts up into its like eye sockets, and the rest of its body just clambers to the floor. It's dead.
Good going, Forest.
Well, not much else for me to do here. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna bask in your heat from your wall.
Gonna stand right here and stop anything else from getting by.
You got it. There is another creature here. So it's going to move back away from this terrible spell. And it's going to end its turn there. Minotaur skeleton number 4 is continuously charging. It's there on its move. It's going to go ahead and move again. And it gets right up here to the wall again, and now another Minotaur skeleton has taken the other one's place, standing over its headless corpse.
First it needs to make a dexterity save.
It's going to make that save. That is right. Dexterity saving throws. Fire licks all around its skeletal form. That's only a 13.
That'd be 28 damage.
Look at all them DM rerolls you got there.
28. I'm not spending them on this. These Minotaur skeletons. What are you kidding?
It was worth a shot.
Nice.
Not gonna waste it on the small fry.
A great axe attack is coming at you, Forest. Great axe. Only a 12. You duck, and the axe just like carves into the wall next to you. Minotaur skeleton 3 charges up. It's gonna like squeeze by as that one's attacking to the other side of the wall right here, and also make that dexterity saving throw. Natural 1. with a natural
What's this one
20
do?
on the disadvantage roll.
38 to that guy.
38 damage. This fire continuously burns. It's going to make that same great axe attack against you, Forrest. Natural 20.
Yeah, not much I can do about that.
You take 37 points of slashing damage, Forrest, as this one gets you.
How much?
37 points of slashing damage.
That seems unnecessary.
Selena, finally you see Forrest take a heavy impact. One of the few that you've seen him take. And it's your turn, Selena. What would you like to do?
Selena is going to see that and get really pissed off. So she's gonna go and stand next to Forrest and take a hit at Skeleton 3.
You got it. Minotaur Skeleton 3.
13, I think, is gonna miss.
13 actually hits.
Really?
They're
man, they don't really
big
have
and
armor.
slow, and they don't wear any armor.
So that would be a 9 damage.
Well,
These aren't the race.
these guys
they're
are a
probably not
little
resistant to the
different. They're gonna take all that damage. 18 damage. Selena, this one looks like it's barely able to hold itself together after that massive impact from the sword.
She's gonna just be yelling at them, kind of like around the flame sparks of the firewall. Not my friend.
Oh, critical hit. Ouch.
So, 24?
You just, through the firewall, you stab your short sword into this thing's gut. There's a little bit of flesh left over, and then you drive it up through its rib cage, splitting the top of it completely in half as it falls to the ground dead.
She's gonna just start singing Another One Bites the Dust.
Nice. You guys hear it
And she-
echoing. Ba-da-dun, dun, 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 dun.
Exactly. And she's going to take a swing at Minotaur 4.
Go for it. So just be a regular attack. Yep, 16 hits. You can roll your damage.
14.
14 total damage. This one is still up after taking that shot, but is not looking very good as well.
Just remembered my concentration check. The wall of fire's still there.
Oh yeah, wall of fire is still in there. Anything else, Selena?
No, that's all she's gonna do for now.
Selena stepping forward and carving some minotaurs. Orcon. There's some nasty, massive zombies trying to squeeze through at you right now.
Yep. So we're going to try to push him back 3 times.
Oh,
And then we're gonna-
because he is a large creature trying to squeeze through this, I'm going to give you advantage on your attack rolls against him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First one is a 27.
Indeed.
Second is a 31.
Indeed as well.
And last one is a 28.
All 3 are going to connect rather easily because it's just like stuck there as it's squeezing through the hall.
Okay, so we have... first one is 14 force and 5 thunder.
Okay, so total
Push
of
it back
19.
10 feet or as much as possible.
Yep, it goes 5 feet and it's getting clogged up here. It's a clogged drain right now. Has nowhere
And
to
then
go.
next to our 8 and 9 damage, so a total of 17 for the second and third.
17,
And again,
you got it.
Not going anywhere, so
Yep.
where's this guy
Eight.
come over? And then 15. How high up is the ceiling?
Ceilings, I believe, are 10 feet.
Okay.
I can check for sure, but I think that's what they were. Let me double check.
So we're gonna go
Vault
over here.
feature ceilings. The vault ceilings are 10 feet high. That's right.
Okay.
Yep, go hide in the
Something that
squirrels.
big is still be able to reach me if I'm flying up at 10 feet.
And it basically consumes that whole freaking hall. Like, it's like that tall, and it's like trying to slide sideways. Its gut is just scraping across the other wall.
As I move over, I'm going to look at Odd. There's a rather large group of people coming down the hallway.
I'll take care of it.
I'm just going to set up next to Hazel.
Okay. You got it. That does bring us up and cues in Odd.
All right. Gonna move right over here.
Now you got a view of the crowded hallway.
Yep.
The straight line of enemies.
Yep, the straight line of enemies. It's kind of like somebody put the golf ball on a tee for you.
Almost. Oh.
Just
Go ahead and class blur. So now I have blur and mirror image going.
blur and mirror image. Now all the mirror images look blurry around.
Yep.
My God, Hazel, I think I'm drunk.
You appear to be about 12 of them.
One can only hope so. And I am going to end my turn there. Clog
Okay.
up the hallway right there.
All right, you got it, Odd.
Make sure nobody passes.
You shall not pass. Minotaur Skeleton 2 charges up the hallway. It's gonna charge by and fill that gap that the other one left. It's gonna make a dexterity saving throw because of the wall of fire. 18, does that succeed?
It will take half.
Takes half. Victory for the Minotaur Skeleton.
That's
Oh,
33, so 16.
ouch. 16 damage from the fire. And it's going to go ahead and try to make a Great Axe attack against Selena this time. Great Axe coming your way. 21 to hit, Selena.
21 is gonna hit.
It's going to deal 14 points of slashing damage to you.
I will be taking an attack against it now with my Sentinel feat.
Sentinel feat. It does consume your reaction to do so, right?
Yes.
Or it does. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So if I get hit again, I cannot shield this time.
Got it. Sentinel attack. That will strike.
God, imagine that hits.
It hits and you just gotta carve at its arms.
We are going to make this one a green flame blade.
Green flame blade.
I'll take the regular damage from this, which would be 22.
22 points of damage.
And it'll take another 16 fire, and Skeleton 4 will take 18 fire.
Skeleton 4 takes 18 fire.
Yeah.
Ouch. They're barely held together, but they are still in it, Forrest.
Both of
Did
them? Ugh.
Both of them. They're barely
Even the
there.
one that I took the full attack on?
Yes. It's barely there. Alright. So that was Minotaur Skeleton 2's turn. Bring us to Wraith number 3, who also doesn't like this flickering light. The north.
Yeah. Light over here, fire over there.
Yeah, this is a mess, guys. We got a blurry bunch, like handful of odds over there. Nobody really knows how many odds are here. This is a mess.
I just want to call out that ballsy blocking up that doorway. I was ready to come over, do some cards and then run away.
Well, this is what's gonna happen. This thing is sliding up towards Odd. It can't really, it's gonna have disadvantage on its attack anyway, because it's stuck in this hallway. It can't move past Odd, so it's just gonna try to attack Odd. And it's just gonna it has this busted up rusty morning star it's gonna try to hit Odd with. Disadvantage is a 17.
That would hit, but reaction shield.
Okay. You have your mirror images too. What does that affect the attack at all?
No, because since I'm using the reaction shield, it doesn't actually hit.
Okay, yeah. So you hold out your hand, and this deflective magical energy just. Actually, what it does is it probably makes the thing like drop the weapon completely because it can barely get the thing out there in the get-go. This other one is trying to push some of these others out of the way, but it's not going to be able to. But is going to have to make this Constitution saving throw over here against this spell. It's technically still in a 21 is going to succeed, but you can roll your damage there, Orkan.
Yep, it'll succeed, so it'll take half. 25, it'll take 12.
12 points of damage. It's trying to squeeze out of there, and that's all for that. Hazel's back up. I believe maybe Hazel would move forward and have the squirrels. Can the squirrels hit those two minotaurs? I believe so.
Yeah, they would. Probably finish them off.
Yep, might as well finish them off. Wisdom saves coming up for these guys. I don't think it's going to really matter. That's going to be a fail. And wisdom save for this guy, too. Both fail miserably. 5d8, 25, and 22. Both the squirrels just jump up through the fire. It's like the end of The Lion King when Scar jumps through the fire towards Mufasa. But imagine like 50 squirrels doing this towards 50 magical squirrels jumping. Little ferocious little tiny birds are also doing that as they swarm these minotaur skeletons and make them all fall to piles of bones on the other side of the hallway. Hazel just goes.
And she only used 5 feet of movement, right?
She only used 5 feet of movement, so she could move over there and help Odd.
Yeah, she could get right behind Odd and do the same thing to the guy trying to squeeze through the tunnel.
Let's do it. Wisdom save. 6. That's gonna fail. 5d8 damage. 28 points of force damage. This thing is still up, but barely.
And she's still got an action.
She still has an action. Maybe just another Starry Wisp.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
This Starry Wisp is in here wrong, or something's not right, because she has on her cheat sheet that Starry Wisp does 3d8 plus 5 damage, but on her character sheet it's still saying 6d8 plus 5.
Probably because you haven't rolled a new d20 yet.
Oh, if I roll a new d20, it'll change it?
Good.
Okay, we'll try it. We'll just Starry Wisp again. That's only a 15, but that still hits. Yeah, it did change it. That's pretty neat. I like that. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for making that a feature.
I was
They
unaware of
occasionally
that.
get it right.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of it too either. I don't remember it doing that in the past. 15 points of radiant damage. Let me see something very quickly because Undead Fortitude.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
radiant
believe it does
damage,
not apply to radiant damage.
It doesn't apply to radiant damage. So with that, this creature just slumps over and is now a massive pile of flesh just laying at the end of the hallway. You could probably climb over it. Hazel will end her turn there, staying in support of Odd. Bring us to the rest of these zombies that are slowly moving towards Odd. The first one, it looks like there's a line of them.
Walk up one at a time, fall to the squirrels.
Well, exactly. Yeah, they go into the squirrels. So wisdom save. As like the zombies are crawling over the dead ogre zombie, and the squirrels are just jumping on top of the back of the ogre zombie and then jumping on top of these zombies as well. Wisdom save a 2. That's gonna fail. I'm not even gonna bother rolling damage because that will put that zombie down. What does force damage do? Ooh, it doesn't affect this, so I will have to roll damage. So let's do this. 5d8, 19. I don't know if he can make that save.
I would say just use damage roll for all of them to save a little bit of time.
That's what I'm going to do, average rolls. I'm just going to go ahead and say that that's the average roll, and this is going to kill that one. This one steps up. Another one dies and falls over, and another one dies and falls over to the front. Hey, Matthew, if they start their turn in your spell, the flashing lights, it's only if
they make the save and take the damage.
Make the save. So they are starting their turn in here. Man, these were great spells to use in this situation, guys. I'm pretty impressed.
What? Area control spells are good against a lot of weak creatures?
Yeah, that's perfect. 19. Wow, save. You can go ahead and roll your...
I heard he did. It was 20, so he takes 10.
10 is going to still be enough. That zombie falls. Here's another zombie. I'm just going to say that, I'll roll these because...
You said they were group rolls, so...
Okay,
this would make it 2.
I mean, it's still going to take 10. It's still going to kill it. This one moves through the space. This one's going to actually make it through. It does take the 10 damage, because these are the back half of the line. That one takes 10. These ones are not going to be able to even squeeze through there, so they're going to stop there. These skeletons move through. The skeletons are different, so they're going to make their own save. And they fail miserably. Go ahead and roll your damage for the skeletons, because I got 2 of them left.
Okay.
Oh.
21.
21. That skeleton crumbles, and so does that one. You got rid of all my skeletons there, Orcon. I don't have any more skeletons to throw at you.
Oh, you deleted zombie 1.
I'll just remember. They were at the end. They were at the end of the initiative anyway, so I'll just remember we just got to remember at the bottom of the round that massive army room gets to go. All right, Forest.
Wait, I thought you said they were gone.
Well, there's still some left. Not skeletons. Other friends.
Can I hear any more of those Minotaur skeletons charging their way up?
No, you cannot.
No. In that case, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I can get up to here. That doesn't really do me any good.
You're questioning your eyesight right now.
Right, the giant swarm of odds.
Well, yeah. There's a swarm of odds and then a bunch of piles of dead zombies, like laying there at the end of the hallway.
I don't think there's anything I can really do here.
Okay.
I'll just ready in action. If anything makes it up to here, I'll take a swing at it.
You got it. This individual is kind of chilling out at the moment. Selena brings us up to you. With an Orcon and Odd on deck.
Is gonna go behind Forest, but leaving the spot between Forest and Hazel open and ready an attack with their sword. And something comes up from behind towards like the firewall.
Oh, cool. So Forrest is looking this way and you're kind of back to back with him, like flanking the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Got it. Orcon, you're up.
Okay, there's really no point in being over in that corner with everybody else. That just seems like a bad idea.
Potentially.
Where's my mage who just appears and casts fireball into the corner there?
Gonna move down over here. And I don't remember Wall of Flame. Can we see through it or no?
I mean, it doesn't say you can't, so I would assume so.
I'd say with like the flickering flame, you can see past it. It's just a little bit of distorted imagery.
No, it actually does say the wall is opaque, so
I'm sorry, what?
It's up for interpretation.
It says the wall's opaque.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you may not be able to, from The Minotaur skeletons kind of towered over the top of it a little bit, so you could see them, but...
Okay, well then I can't see what I can see. So Orkon's just gonna ready an action to cast a spell if anything comes near him.
You got it. Excellent.
Anything not a member of the party.
Sure. Good deal. Odd, what would you like to do?
I think he needs to unmute first.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh, I can hear you.
I'm gonna walk further into the hall and let's see what I can do here.
There's a zombie desperately trying to get out of that flashing light. What is it? What does that flashing light do to? Like it only affects that area, right? Is it? Yep. Okay.
Anything inside is both deafened and blind.
It has to be inside the radius. Gotcha. Yep.
So this thing in front of me, is it in the radius?
It's kind of halfway in, halfway out. It's right on the edge. So imagine like this flashing weird like storm light and then a zombie like halfway out of it right now.
Okay. So question, curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Can I grab it? Pull it just close enough so I can talk to it?
You want to attempt to talk to the zombie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Okay. As soon as its head is out of this deaf and blind thing, cast suggestion, dropping blur.
Okay.
A wisdom save.
Dropping the blur spell. Wisdom save suggestion. Zombie. Wisdom save. That is a 13, so I believe that's going to fail.
All right. Suggestion, course of action. Go open that door.
Okay. Does suggestion say anything about, like, intelligence of a creature or anything in the spell description?
Must save or have the charmed condition for the duration or until you or your allies damage target. The charmed target pursues the suggestion to the best of its ability. No.
Okay. Got it. So it is charmed.
It does say it has to be able to understand you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see. I think it
Zombies should be able to understand common.
Yep. Understands. Yep. It can understand. Let's go ahead and put a little charmed symbol. What could be a good symbol for charmed here? No good symbols for charmed. I'll just put that one there.
Is there a heart?
That's a snowflake.
Wrong kind of charm.
I'll take that snowflake off there. There is a heart. There we go. The heart with chains around it.
Oh, jeez. It's that
kind of works.
You've been
Kind of works.
heart.
Kind of works, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So odd, casting a suggestion. Anything else odd?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Just gonna stay right there.
Wraith number
It's my mirror
3.
image.
Gonna move a little bit and stay put. Bring us to Hazel. Hazel maybe would kind of, well, if Hazel, now that she sees Odd do that, Hazel would probably know that if she charges down here and does damage to that zombie, it's going to make the spell worthless.
And I pose this to the party. Would Hazel bother to come tell Orkon to drop concentration on his spell, which will do the same thing?
Only if it ends its turn there.
Or starts it.
I could have sworn it was just ends.
Check.
Yeah, look up the Storm of Radiance and just check the verbiage on that one more time.
I'm looking at suggestion, and it doesn't say that it takes the action on its turn.
Well, in initiative, anything you do has to be on your turn.
No, because it says suggested activity can continue for the entire duration, so over multiple turns.
Yeah.
I'll look it up and see what we can do. Suggestion. Cat, come on. Spells. You suggest go check, yeah. Discard what's what. What could you see within range here? No, suggestion must sound achievable. That would obviously deal damage to the target or its allies. Target must succeed or have the charmed condition for the duration. Or until the charmed target pursues its suggestion to the best of its ability. The suggested activity can continue. Yeah, so the duration is up to 8 hours. So it will try to open that door for as long as the suggestion is there. But it does so on its turn, I believe.
Oh, then cancel that, because that's useless. Because then he'll just start his turn in the bubble and it'll end. Why would I do that?
Enters or ends its turn inside.
Oh yeah, enters or ends. So it will not take the damage from that spell.
Yeah, so you can just cancel that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there something else that you wanted to do instead?
Nope. I'll just keep blur and just stay right there then.
Keep blur up.
Useful as ever. Yep.
You got it. I'll put blur
and I
back
guess
on.
I'll remove that spell because it's not didn't do me any good.
In that case, Hazel might move forward then and just have her squirrels attack that zombie. If we're not worrying about dealing damage to it.
Yeah, because I know that I've used that spell before, so they both know what's coming. So.
Yep. So we'll do a wisdom save for that zombie. That's only a 5. That one's it's gonna deal so much damage, it's not gonna be able to handle that. So that zombie goes down. Hazel would probably she still has an action, but maybe just hold her action. If anything comes, maybe if something comes to threaten Odd, she'll go ahead and cast her cantrip.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, since there really isn't anything else she could do other than move backwards, which seems like not a good idea. Zombie moves around, can't move past Odd. But end of turn, it can still use its action first. It's going to try to slam attack Odd. Only for an 8. So that's going to miss. It hits like one of his mirror images. Blurs through it.
Wouldn't it have had to defend against the squirrels first anyway?
Yeah. Oh, I stretched out that zombie. He looks menacing now. Look at that. Look at that. He's like, "Rah!" Oh yeah, he would have to defend against squirrels. I missed that green.
And did he start his turn in the storm as well?
This one did.
Okay, so he would take it at the start of his turn as well.
No, the storm is enters
end.
or
That's what Michael was saying. Yeah, since he started, he didn't take it.
So he started in it. That's
if he's somehow still alive, he will take it at the end of his turn.
Wisdom save. I don't think he's gonna make it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think he's gonna make it. Nope. He's not gonna make it. Squirrels take him out. This massive one starts squeezing through.
Oh no.
He just entered, so he has to make a Constitution save. First, it's a 12 against your spell.
Okay, so we'll just use the previous rolls. That's 22.
22 damage, and the squirrels pick it up too. So that's a wisdom save against the squirrels. Oh, not intelligence, wisdom. That's only a 12. That fails. 5d8 force. For an additional 19 points of damage as the squirrels jump on this ogre zombie squeezing through.
David, did you have a held action? Did you hold something? I know when we
No.
Okay.
This ogre zombie is going to try to attack Odd with disadvantage with a Morning Star. Natural 1. Can't even get it tries to attack you, Odd, and it's filling up this whole entire hallway, and the Morning Star goes just moans towards you. Hazel had a held action that if anything tried to attack Odd, she was going to blast it with a spell. Starry Wisp coming at him. Oh, natural 1.
Oh, no.
Squeezing in the corridor, doesn't she have advantage?
It's also blinded. So
It's
even if
also
it's
blinded.
not the corridor.
I'll give you that. That's much better. That hits.
Nice.
Dealing 27 points of radiant damage. And with that blast, you hear as the thing falls to the ground.
Oh, man.
These last
They
two
just have a
zombies go.
weapon.
I'm gonna say that they had the other zombie failed. So go ahead and roll your damage for these two as they come into the spell as well.
23.
23. They actually get to make. We're gonna make a group undead fortitude check for these two.
The storm does do radiant damage.
Oh, it's radiant. Never mind. They
Yeah,
both
radiant
fall.
thunder.
Both of those zombies go down.
Thank you, Michael. I forgot about that.
Indeed. Let me see what we have here. There are still threats on the board, but I'm looking at the time, and I think now is a good time to take our break. I'm going to pause it right here. So we'll be back in just a few minutes as our party is horde hunting this episode. Cleaning house.
And we're
We'll
the
be back.
entire place all at once. Don't worry about it.
That's right. That's right. Everybody knows you're here now. Everybody's on their way.
They've
We'll
called
see
their
you.
friends. They're on their way.
That's right. Everybody's friends are coming. We'll see how
Hey,
everybody
you on
handles
the
it. We'll see how they handle it when we get back. We're going to take about 5 to 7. We'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody. We are back inside this temple, where the party has just cleaned a house of some undead that was alerted of their presence. You're still technically not out of threats. There are still threats out there. And we're starting with Forrest. Forrest, anything in particular you're gonna do?
Let's see. I think I remember at the start, there were a couple raids to the north that never came through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back up to my wall of fire. And at this point, I'm just gonna drop concentration on it, because they're not coming through it clearly.
Roll20 just, died on me, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna try to reboot it. Sorry about that. It's coming back up.
How do I erase what I've put down?
I can do it.
Select it with the pointer tool and...
I got it.
Oh, that works. Yeah. And I'm going to take the dash action as well to just get out into the hallway. Try to bait them out a little bit.
Okay. You got it.
And that's all I'm going to do, though.
Got you. Baiting out seems to work as you see one kind of peel around the corner. 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't quite get to you.
Ooh. Calculated.
That's terrible. Let me see. Do they have anything they can do? Reaches 5 feet. It just goes ahead and uses the rest of its movement to get right up next to you, Forrest. Bring us to Selena's turn.
Selena is going to move up next to Orcon, but not into the hallway.
Okay, yeah, you can see that this ghostly image has made its way up to Forrest in the hall.
And she will ready an attack if the Wraith or something else decides to go past Forrest.
Okay, you got it. Orcon.
Okay. So, I don't hear anything coming down the other hallway where Odd and Hazel went, right?
Not at this point, no.
Okay, so I'm going to drop concentration on my spell.
Okay. Storm of flashing lights dissipates.
And then going to... I'm going to go 5 feet, then 15, 20. Actually, let me check something. Do we have that? No, I don't. So, going to keep going.
It's going to attack of opportunity you there,
Yep.
Orcon, with a life drain. 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
You take 21 necrotic damage. And hold on a second, because I'm using the new monster, and it might not have a saving throw for that anymore.
It probably doesn't. Most of them got removed.
Yeah, most of them got removed, so let me double check Wraith in this new monster manual, because it might be a little bit different. These are still set to
The original, yeah.
the original from the module. I cannot spell. Here we go. Wraith. Got it. Life drain. You take that necrotic damage. If the target is a creature, its hit point maximum decreases by the amount equal to damage taken. So your hit point maximum has been reduced by 21 points.
Is it the damage I take or the damage rolled? Because I have temporary hit points.
Damage.
So I only actually take 1 hit point of damage.
Damage taken. It specifically says taken.
I should do I don't know. How do you rule that? I'm trying to BS my way out of it.
Yeah, 'cause you're still taking the damage.
You're still taking the damage. It's just coming off of your. Yeah, I would say you're still taking the 21. So
We do have that charm still if you want to gain
Yeah, you
resistance to necrotic damage.
you can reduce it resistance with your charm
Oh yeah, that's right.
for 2
Yeah,
charges.
let's do that.
You can spend 2 charges on your charm, and then it'll only be half of that.
That'll be 10.
10. Yep.
And damage, 10 reduced.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, there we go.
And then you can continue your turn.
I will take an attack at it with Sentinel after it hits him.
Go for it. Make that attack.
15 to hit.
15 does hit.
That'd be 24 radiant damage.
24 radiant damage. As the Wraith squeals as you carve through it with the Sword of
Oh,
Kos.
wait, hold on. A little bit more, actually. The Life Drinker as well. 3 more radiant.
3 more radiant. You got it. It's still there, but it's barely holding on. You do notice that this one has a key around its neck.
Oh. Okay, so we're We're gonna mess with this one a little bit then. So can we both see that or just Forrest?
From where you're at, you probably don't see it. Forrest is probably the only person that sees it.
Okay, so
It's an
back to the
iron
original
key
plot.
on a chain around its neck.
Okay, so I actually need a strength saving throw from this creature. I am casting a spell on it.
Okay, strength save. Coming right up. Strength save. That's a 6.
And so that's gonna fail. So I'm casting lightning lure. And I'm going to pull it 10 feet closer to me.
Okay. Pull it 10 feet closer to you, which brings it right to you. And takes...
Yep, and then it'll take 12 points of lightning damage.
Well, it'll take 6 points of lightning damage. As it is resistant to lightning damage. But it looks...
A lot of resistances.
It's... seemed to be barely able to hold itself together, but it is staying tough. It's out spinning and facing your direction. Now you can see there's an iron key hanging around its neck.
And bonus action, I need another strength saving throw as I'm going to try to telekinetic shove to get it away from me.
Okay. Natural 20 for an 18.
Oh. Beats it.
Beats it. So I think that
he's not going anywhere.
doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, he's still right there in your face. God, is that the end of your turn? Excellent. That brings us to Odd in this other hallway. Moves up, opens the door to see a wraith on the other side. Closes the door.
Let's see here.
You got to meet your quota with opening and closing doors tonight.
Very important.
Yeah.
There haven't been many.
Ooh. Make a spell attack against the creature.
So since I don't have a spell attack button for that spell for whatever reason, I'm just going to use Ray of Cygnus.
Oh, as your spell attack? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Wow, that's a horrible roll.
12. Would you like... It's going to miss. Would you like to roll some of your chat rewards? No?
Nah.
Not going to do it?
No,
All right.
I'll do it.
Anything else on your
That'll
turn?
be the end. Nope. That'll be
Nope.
the end of it.
All right. It brings us to that wraith who charges forward towards Odd. And is going to try to life drain Odd. Now with Blur, it has disadvantage, I believe. Is that correct? Blur gives disadvantage? Yep.
As long as it's intact.
Natural 1. Natural 1. So it misses completely. Actually hits. It just whiffs right by you, trying to gauge where your form is, and cannot connect. Hazel is going to follow Odd in support.
Given she can't see the rest of us, probably.
Probably be pissed that he opened another door.
Yeah, probably yelling at him for opening a door. Oh, now he closes it. The wraith is going to make a wisdom save against these terrible, terrible creatures. 15 fails, so it's going to take the damage. 19 damage from the squirrels. And Hazelwood, radiant damage seems to work pretty well. So Hazel might just use... Yep, might just use that Starry Wisp again. The problem is, this is a ranged attack, I believe.
Yeah,
So she would have disadvantage. So we'll just go ahead and try it anyway. Hey, a 21 and a 24. So that's going to hit. Starry Wisp connect for 15 points of radiant damage against that wraith.
And thank you, St. Andrew. We appreciate it. You got a D10 redeemed.
Yeah. Hey, St. Andrew. Good to see you. D10 redeemed in chat. That. You guys are up to 9 of those. You guys need to start spending some of those.
One day.
One day.
Eventually.
You're going to wait till you get to Vecna and then you have 100 of each of those?
Yeah, we'll just never miss for the entire night.
That's right. Excellent. Hazel's turn ends, bringing us back to Forest.
Yeah, I will move up and attack this guy.
You got it.
That would be a crit.
That hits. You don't even have to roll damage, really. It had 4 hit points.
Fine.
You can if you want, just to see what you would have had.
Yeah,
but the sword is just going to just make this thing evaporate.
It's 57.
Ooh, jeez. Yep, this is gone. And this key falls to the ground. King, ding, 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 in front of you.
I suppose I'll pick up the key as I continue moving forward.
Okay.
Can get to 1, 2,
scoops
3,
up the
right
key
there.
in his hand. Gets to there. Ending your turn there, Forrest?
Mm-hmm.
Bring us to Selena.
Selena is going to follow. The others. And ready an action. Ready an attack.
Okay.
In case something else comes up, but she's going to end her turn there.
Playing defense here, backed by Orcon. Which brings us to Orcon.
Okay. Oh, feeling a little clustered again. Gonna 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get right up next to this door.
Yes, you can.
Gonna put my ear up to it. Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
$23.
23, you hear. On the other side of that door.
Okay. Sounds like something in pain.
Sounds like a mixture of anger and pain.
Okay, I'm gonna try to open the door. Well, I'm assuming that's my action to check. Will I still be able to try opening the door?
It would be your action to check. I would say opening the door would be a part of your movement, but when you try to push the door open, the door appears to be locked.
But there's someone in here who needs help, but door's locked. Looking over at Forest. And that'll end my turn.
You got it. Bringing us to Odd.
Alrighty.
This wraith, with beaming red eyes looking at you, Odd, does not like you.
Yeah, I get that feeling.
It's not sure which one it doesn't like.
Yeah, it's not sure which Odd it doesn't like. That's right. It's very confused.
I'll just do a Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness? Okay. Disadvantage because you're in melee range with him. Still gonna hit. It took away that crit though.
Yeah.
4 points of poison damage. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to do anything. Poison doesn't affect this creature.
That's my turn.
Okay, got it. Bringing us to the Wraith, who immediately tries to attack you back with a life drain. Disadvantage, only an 8. It misses terribly. It hits. It just keeps on going. And all of the blurred odds around is unable to make contact. Hazel.
Well, first it ended its turn in the squirrels.
And its turn in the squirrels, indeed. So it's going to make a wisdom save. 14 fails. 5d8 points of... Oh, wow. And with that, the squirrels
roll.
just annihilate this wraith, and just wisps of this black kind of dust just disappear as it dissipates. And I'm going to take us out of initiative order, as all the threats that were alerted of your presence have been dealt with.
Well, the good news is I don't think anything's left.
Over here.
I would say that would probably be the time that the squirrels disappear. You guys talked at the same time, so I wasn't sure what you guys had said.
All I said was, well, the good news is I don't think anything's left.
Wonderful. Does somebody hurt you? Give me the key.
Right. There you go.
Grab the key from him and try it in the door.
Okay. The key fits right into the door, and you hear it as you turn it. It goes... It's definitely unlocked, the door.
Okay. Gonna open the door and...
Alright. Opening the door, you can see inside. Bright red light fills this 20-foot tall oval chamber. The light emanates from a large circular mirror set into a specially made groove on the ceiling. Kneeling on the floor of the chamber is a werewolf. It howls terribly, clutching and clawing at its body in fury. At the sight of the cell door opening, the werewolf leaps up and looks towards you, claws extended. What do you do? Hey, thanks for the follow. We appreciate that. Roleplay Dungeon, welcome. Glad to have you.
It's funny he's closing the door, but you got to look over the shoulder towards Forrest. I think we found the gentleman we're looking for.
No, either that or a very angry werewolf. One or the other.
Okay, no los dos.
Selena pipes up. Looks like both. Be careful, please.
Odd and Hazel, are you guys moving up? Would you move up?
I'm assuming
first?
Hazel would if Odd
If
was.
Odd does. You guys can hear
Hazel's
the
probably on
commotion
her way to make sure
happening
Selena
there.
didn't get hurt.
Yeah, I'll just follow.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you can see this thing is like staring at you. It's huffing and puffing, and its shoulders are rising and falling. Like drool is just like dripping from its toothy maw as it kind of looks towards you. Starts like growling in your direction now, Orkon.
Ripple sent us. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he can change back because of the place we're in.
And actually, it starts with that. He starts to charge you, Orkon. And is heading your way. I need you guys to go ahead and click on your tokens really quickly and roll initiative for me, please.
We're lasting a whole 5 seconds out of combat.
He didn't make it very long. Well, he rolled very badly. I'm going to go ahead and use one of my DM rerolls this time. I've got enough of them. I'm going to use one to reroll this initiative. Much better.
Can I use my luck on initiative, or is that only
I believe
on...
you can.
All on that one, so yeah.
Yeah, anytime you're rolling that one, you can use it.
Not much better, but I'll take it.
You'll just have to check the initiative order. Yeah, it did change it to the 7. Okay. Forrest, unfortunately, you're standing behind Orkon right now. But what would you like to do?
There's no way I can't just go through.
Yeah, you can go through them. You got a little bit of a gap on the other side.
Make sure you leave enough room for the rest of us.
I mean, Don't want to hurt him too badly. Hold on, I might have something I can do.
Forrest steps into the room.
Don't know if this would still be considered a humanoid. I'll still give it a try. Have him give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. You got it. Natural 20 for a 20.
Yeah, I mean, that'll do it. That'll be my turn then.
Okay, you're trying to hold person?
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Belendar's turn. Claw attacks. I believe it can multi-attack. Let's see. Yeah, 2 attacks. It's going to try to claw both times at Forrest. Only a 12 on the first, only a 7 on the second. So Forrest just pulls up the shield, the claws just scrape across. This thing is just coming at you with like just animalistic rage, Forrest, as it just leaps in your direction. That ends its turn, bringing us to Hazel. Hazel no longer has squirrels. I'm going to say Hazel's probably just going to kind of hang back because she knows what is probably what's going on here. And is just going to kind of prepare, like, if for some reason any of you were to get hurt, I believe she has some healing capabilities she's going to hold on to.
Well, isn't this what we were saving the moonbeam for?
Yeah, I think she does have Moonbeam. Let me see.
I think Selena has the Moonbeam scroll.
Yeah, but I think Hazel has it on her spell list.
Oh, she has Moonbeam, and we'll use it if needed. Yeah. She can drop a Moonbeam. She's gonna drop a Moonbeam on the werewolf. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is.
Everybody duck.
Cast a Moonbeam. It's only a 5-foot cylinder, so she's gonna put it right on him. So casting that spell, 2d10. 10 points of radiant damage, and I believe Moonbeam does some other things.
Well, for one, I'm pretty sure he gets a save of some kind.
Oh yeah, he does get a save on the start of his turn. Let me see. Silver Moon shines a 5-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder. The cylinder appears. Each creature in a Constitution save. That's what he does. Yeah. Here it comes. Constitution. That's going to fail. So he's going to take that damage. And if the creature is shapeshifted as a result of Polymorph's spell, for example, it reverts to its true form and can't shapeshift till it leaves. Okay, so as this Moonbeam kind of consumes Blendar, you can see that he morphs from this hybrid form, and you can see a muscular humanoid with dark kind of tinted red because of the room flesh, and this blue is kind of making a purple light as the combined Moonbeam with this other red light in the room. You can see he's like falling down to his knees here in front of you, has these long, massive, thick dreadlocks that kind of hang down to the side as the Moonbeam covers him. And that did took the damage, fell off, that moved away. I don't know how to see it again. Let me see. Oh, game log. Here we go. 10 points. Okay.
Are they still all like enraged?
He seems more like, is he subdued? It seems like he's like still, like, obviously in pain. He's getting burnt by other moonlight now, and zapped down on top of him. But it's technically Odd's turn. would Odd like to do?
So reverting to a humanoid has not ended combat?
Has not ended combat at this point.
But he's still standing in a cylinder where he's taking constant damage?
He is taking moonbeam damage currently, yes.
Then I'll just pass. There's nothing that I can do. Because damage would just cancel it. So
Well, the damage doesn't happen until the end of
I'll
his turn,
just
though.
pass, like I said.
Okay. All right. Selena, that brings us up to you.
Not really sure. Selena doesn't want to hurt him because she knows that we're supposed to be finding him, but he doesn't seem like he's ready to surrender. Can Selena go into the room
Sure.
past work on in forest, or is
Yeah.
the doorway
Yeah.
too small?
No, you can squeeze by. It's just assumed that your party members will kind of let you squeeze by. And you're a halfling, so you can kind of squeeze through them rather easily.
She's gonna take an unarmed strike at him.
Okay.
A 9.
9 will not hit. You've got resources if you'd like to use them.
Can I do more than one unarmed strike?
And it's still an attack action. You can
Yep.
make as many as you normally could.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll do another one, seeing that that one didn't do anything. A 14.
A 14. It does hit.
3 bludgeoning damage.
3 bludgeoning damage. You got it.
She's gonna just take a big punch at him. Be like, enough. We're here to help you.
We're here to help you. Bam! Punch him in the face. Sure.
Calm down.
Good for
Is that all?
Help me help you.
19.
19 hits for another 3 damage. Multiple punches from the halfling onto the werewolf.
And she will end her turn there.
Your turn. Orcon, anything up your sleeve?
You said there's red light in the room.
Yes.
What's it coming from?
A mirror set in the ceiling.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action face step to teleport myself into the room.
Sure.
And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast and fire all 3 shots at the mirror in an attempt to shatter it.
Okay.
Yes, I don't have darkness anymore. 24, 26, and 26.
Those all hit. Let me see.
10 force and 5 thunder on the first.
Okay.
12 force on the second, and 14 force on the third.
And as this magical energy just... It's like in the new Star Wars movies when Luke comes out of that old base and Kylo Ren's like, fire every gun at that man. And it goes... like that. That's what your Eldritch Blasts are like on this mirror. And you just see this rain of fine pieces of glass just fall down into the room, and the red light is dissipated. And you see this humanoid form kind of fall down in the midst of the moonbeam that he's in. And it doesn't look like he's quite as enraged as he was before, but is still kind of in pain because he's getting zapped with moonlight energy here. And
Bonus action, I'm going to telekinetic shove and pull him out of it.
Oh, pull him out? Okay.
He'd make a strength save if he tries to fight it off. But
He doesn't. He's caught off guard, and you just pull him right out of it. And I think at this time, Hazel would probably drop it, and you guys are out of initiative order. Put some different music on. And you can see this humanoid here pulled down. He's kind of wearing some ripped up, dirty kind of pants that seem to be torn down past the knees. Dirt stains, blood stains on these pants. No shirt. Shows a little bit of wounds on his body. What do you guys do?
Selena goes digging in her bag of holding for the robe that she got from the Dolendar tomb.
Okay.
And gently puts it over his shoulders just to give him some protection. And also says, "I'm sorry for hitting you, but I didn't want you to hurt my friends."
Thank you, small one. I am sorry for my anger. I have not been myself.
Yes, your diminutive friend mentioned that. I should say, if you're the right person, do you have a diminutive friend?
I have a few small friends.
Do you have one named Riffle?
Indeed. Is he okay?
Yes, he sent us.
He's right outside at the moment, I think, actually. Well, not outside this door, like a good bit away from the exit to the whole place.
That's good news. I was worried he might have been killed in the initial attack.
Oh, I think most of the others got away. They were holed up in a small temple nearby.
You see him, he takes his fist and he like slams it on the ground nearby. He's like, why couldn't I anticipate this? Why didn't I know she'd have a contingency plan against us? And he looks extremely frustrated for a moment.
The best laid plans and all. You're better now, so perhaps just tell us what you know so we can finish clearing the place out.
Well, he looks up. We're gonna need to find another one of those. 'Cause that one's not gonna work anymore.
I'm sorry, are we trying to weaponize you again?
No. No. Those moonlight mirrors. I think they can be used to stop Termini. I think we can use them against her ritual. But we need to find another one that emits red light like that.
Selena goes over and starts trying to pick up the pieces.
they are like itty bitty. Like,
anyone have mending?
He annihilated this mirror.
Oh, I have mending.
Does anyone do what I do?
Scoop a few of them together, try to cast mending, see if they put the mirror back together.
I'm gonna read mending really quick to see if this is even possible.
It's gonna be a really long puzzle.
It's gonna take a while.
It's probably longer than 1 foot in at least one dimension, so it's not actually gonna work.
Yeah, it's too
Well,
big.
You could
Also,
take
a
two
single
pieces,
break.
put
I
them
would do
together.
it one at a
Two pieces,
time.
put them together.
It would probably
Takes
take
a
you
whole minute to
hours.
cast those. Yeah, it would take me an actual hour.
It'd take forever. He kind of looks at all of you, and he's like, he says that 3 Moons Vault is 3 towers. The top of each tower contains a special room called a lunarium, which is an observatory of some sorts. Apparently, within these lunariums is a lunar crystal infused with the moonlight of one of Kryn's 3 moons. These crystals are essential to Teremini's ritual to try to cast this zone of red moonlight across this land. They're protecting Teremini's magic in this ritual. Kryn's moons seem to illustrate the delicate balance of magic here on Kryn. We need to unbalance this magic in some way. I feel as if you could find more like this. That you could find more, one of each color moonlight, and shine their light onto different lunar crystals to unbalance the crystal's magic of the ritual. I don't know in what way that could be done, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah, it's a better plan than what I've got.
Sounds a lot more doable than mine.
Wish I'd known that before we shut off the light.
Well, hopefully there's more.
I mean, couldn't we just steal the crystal?
I believe the crystals are protected. You could always try. I'm not sure how much success you will have.
Depends what they're protected by, really.
By the way, I could use a short rest. It was rather intense for a little while.
Could either take one now, or we could check out a couple more rooms. I imagine we'll find them quite empty at the moment.
Fair enough.
Odd Hazel? What do you guys want to do?
Doesn't matter to me.
Oh, might as well go with Forrest's idea then. You can certainly check out that hallway where all those creatures were coming out of.
Yeah, there was that rather big room we saw down there. Didn't get a good look at it, but there was something in there. For now, first, Valandar, would you like us to take you to the exit so you can get to safety?
Yes, I'd like to be reunited with the rest of the Blue Fire Wardens.
Yeah, the condition we found you in, you must be quite exhausted at.
I must admit I should have more properly scouted this place before we tried to attack this castle. I put all of the lives of all the Blue Fire Wardens in jeopardy. I underestimated her. I thought she was just some lackey of Lord Soth. She's more powerful than I anticipated.
So he serves her?
I sincerely doubt that.
Valendar kind of looks towards you and says, "Don't believe so. If she's this bad, Lord Soth is worse."
Oh no.
As long as he doesn't show up, I think we'll be able to manage in here.
Thank you all tremendously. I would have died in here.
Do you need help getting back to the entrance? Do you even know where the entrance is?
This area down here is unfamiliar to me. You can escort me to the door. I can find my way out from there.
Yeah, we came in through a little side tunnel not too far from here.
Okay.
So Orkon will look at the rest of the group. Just give me 5 minutes or so. I'll run him back and run back in. If something happens, I can always teleport to you.
Yeah.
For the sake of brevity, no problem. You lead him back to the doorway. He thanks you once again, kind of holds out his hand to shake yours, Orkon, and he rushes off.
And we'll point him out towards where we left Ripples, so knowing that Ripple's still going to be hanging out there.
One thing that you do notice when you're outside, there seems to be a massive aura of red moonlight that seems to be spreading out from the center of Three Moons Vault and is coming out further and further and further from where you guys initially entered. It's very slowly, but this sphere of red moonlight is expanding outwards.
Is he able to get out of it without...
Yeah, like you guys are seeing this coming, and he runs out away from this. Mm-hmm.
And then once get back in with the group, we'll make sure to let everyone know.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we don't have much time to waste then.
Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Oh. Which way do we go?
I will follow your lead.
No. So when we first came in, there was some kind of room across from us over here.
Oh, yeah. So Forrest heads south there into this big T intersection within the area. As you're looking into that chamber there, you can see there's a 15-foot diameter sphere made of shimmering silver that floats above a hexagonal dais on the west side of this. This is a 30-foot high chamber. The sphere is as reflective as a mirror, and it appears smooth and sleek.
More shinies.
That's all that's in here, though? Just that one orb?
It appears. It's a massive 15-foot diameter sphere.
No mirrors?
No mirrors.
We go check the other hallways? Since this is near where we started.
I mean, it can't hurt. But Have I ever seen anything like this sphere before?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't have a clue what it is and certainly don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, I'm not about touching things when I don't know what they do. Someone else wants to, sure.
Ooh, somebody went way down south very fast.
Selina's looking around.
Gone. Selena just books it down the hallway.
Oh,
So-
and Orcon went the other way.
Orcon went the other way. Oh, we got a big party split going on. Orcon, this is the hallway of just littered with bones and undead corpses. It smells so awful in this hallway. But that chamber is kind of just open. It looks as if this was some type of vault or garrison that was holding a lot of troops at one time. It's now holding absolutely nothing, just piles of bones and rotting zombie flesh.
No mirrors?
Let's see. Nope, no mirrors.
Probably no belongings either, since they were all skeletons and zombies.
There's nothing but stink and it's just awful in here.
Gonna make its way back down. I stuck my head around the corner into the room everyone came out of, but no mirrors. There were spots I couldn't see, but I didn't want
A
to
lot of
wander
dead
too far.
bodies.
It's hard enough climbing over the ogres. I mean, they're almost the size of the opening.
I think Selena's found another door down this way.
Selena, are you trying to open this door that you've discovered?
Once the others get closer, yeah. She's gonna try the door.
It is locked.
I have a key. I'm gonna hand the key to Selena.
I don't know if this will work, but I can give it a try.
Okay, you gonna try the key?
Yes.
It unlocks the door.
Yay!
Yay, we have the master key.
Found the master, huh? Selena opens the door and steps in, and you can see there is something down there on the other side of the room.
Uh-oh.
It is in some kind of strange absolute rage, but it looks like this undead creature, but it's holding on to this lantern type thing, and inside it there is a black rose inside of it, and it's just holding this thing. And it looks like as you're walking in, this tiered chamber was probably once elegantly appointed. It has brass candelabras and velvet runners and red tapestries, but they're all like ripped and destroyed and burnt, and like it looks like this place has taken heavy damage. It almost seems like this occupant was locked in here on purpose and just destroyed the room. This undead creature is kind of like currently like scraping at the walls with its claws, and it turns and sees you guys coming in. There seems to be a single doorway also set to the northern side of the room as you guys are staying there. And as it like turns around and looks towards you, Selena, I know it's a little early, but I think that's where we're going to end this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin.
Well, Selena was bound to make an oopsie opening the door. It was her turn.
Mhm.
The last one was a joint effort.
I figured we'll stop here so that way we can get Hazel back next week, too, to jump in and
Yeah.
chime in with what she would want her character to do as well.
Makes sense.
Girls.
Yeah, we only got about a little over 10 minutes left anyway, so. But thank you guys, those of you that kind of joined in and watched us here on Twitch and are hanging out with us on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, as our party searches through Three Moons Vault here on Kryn, looking to solve this mystery and find the next piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye to our YouTube friends. So YouTube friends, thanks for sticking around with us. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody. Don't forget to add that proficiency bonus.